Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. All right. Okay, a little bit of pre-stream ASMR. Okay, are we ready? I think we're ready. Okay. So I might have forgotten to name my stream properly. It's fine. Listen,
Hello,
it's
hello.
Monday. Some amount of scuff is like talked back. Oh. Anyway, it's just normal Monday scuff. It's fine. Okay. Okay. Okay, notifications are out. Headpad machine and fish cannon should be working, probably. Wah. Hello, everybody. I don't need. Come on.
Hello.
It's very ticklish. Can you not? You saw the gear? Yeah, so the gear is the reactive images, or the Fugi. That is what that is, and I did not turn it off. It's invisible until it tries to load. But I'm not doing VC things with people today, so we don't need that. There you go. That's the secret. Can you eat it? I mean, you can try, I suppose. It is a digital software thing, so... But the tail's floofy? I mean, it's still ticklish, though, right? But yeah, hello, everybody.
hello.
Welcome in. Me, Isla. We are here today in the studio. We're gonna be doing some art today, to the surprise of no one, probably. Is it maids today? No, actually. So I was thinking, I haven't actually drawn a lot of... Is it fan art of my own model? Now that I've had it, like... Eat Smotherberg. Oh, well, as long as you don't eat ram. That's expensive nowadays. That's a very expensive delicacy nowadays. But yeah, welcome in everybody. It's Monday. We made it to Monday. You can eat my ram? Why would you eat my delightful sheep? That's so rude. You don't just eat somebody else's livestock. Yeah, what is it called? If I draw art of my model, it's not fan art. Ram chips for the bots after the movie. Is it just art? Okay, well I haven't done art. Well, I haven't done a lot of art for the new the new model. Self-promotion? Yeah, I guess. Well, okay, listen, do chickens count as livestock? Cuz listen, I can say from experience that people get very mad when you do that. Okay? Yes, thank you. It's very humorous, yes. Listen, you might say eating somebody else's chicken, that would be very foul behavior. A self-portrait? I don't know. That's the thing. So I have this idea. So back in the last year at some point, I drew some cool art for like game characters. And I'm like, I should make one of those for me, right? What? No, come on. That was a great pun. What are you talking about? Farmers balk at the audacity, right? Listen, I've learned my lesson. Probably. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Okay, let's do some hellos. And then I feel like I'm really far away. Okay, is this better? It's a little bit more personable. There we go. Okay, so let's see. Hold on. Too close? Okay, hold on. Okay, how's that? Is that better? Is that better? Thank you for fish. Alright. Let's do some hellos. Phoenix, hello there. Glad you could make it today. Kyron, glad you could make it. Welcome. M. Torres, hello. We've got Soren. Hello, Soren. Sissy, it's good to see you today. Welcome in. We've got Info Guy. Hello. Lumen, glad you could make it today. Welcome in. The Blue Kiwi, still love the name. Glad you could make it. Invert, hello. We've got Kailua. Hello, Kailua. Violence. I think we got everybody. There we go. All right. Wow. The perfect range for what? For me to see the emote? You're right. That is a lot easier to see the emote from here. Oh, very good. Did you say hello? Did I miss it? Are you sure? Pirate, hello there. Glad you could make it today. I could have sworn I got everybody, but if I did actually factually miss it, thank you for brain cells. Well, yeah. So let's see. I'm trying to think like what news I have. You can just type it out. That's okay. Hi Don. Hello there. Glad you could make it today. It's tasting the pixels? What do the pixels taste like? I've never actually gotten a definitive answer about it. I'm pretty sure I said hello. Pretty sure I did. Hello. Pixels taste like yes. Okay, got it. Alright. News. Okay, we're getting close to the end of the month. So, we're gonna be starting a new community channel points challenge, and oh my gosh, that is a mouthful. But we're gonna start a new channel points challenge to do another community game night. next month. Okay, that'll be a thing that we're setting up. You guys are gonna have to earn it though. So yeah, there you go. And I don't know if the time works out, but I feel like the time would work out, right? So yeah, that'll be a thing that we start. I was gonna start that today, but I was working on a thing, and then I was like, oh, it's time to stream. So that'll probably be like tomorrow or there. Don't do math. Right? A crab game? Is that the one where we're all trying to survive a series of jank like I mean, I guess that would be a good one. I think that game is free. So my requirements for now for community game night: free games that like free or something that people can just jump into. I would prefer if it has a room code as well, just so that there's not the awkwardness of like adding Steam friends. Listen, denizens, it's a big step to just add people as a Steam friend. Okay, I don't know if we're ready for that step between us. Okay. Free, accessible, and private. Yes, exactly. So those are kind of my requirements, and it's kind of hard to find a game that lots of people would want to play and also would be fun. Puzzles? Ooh, puzzles would be fun. Web fishing? I do remember that one. That was pretty good. You just yap and fish. I think I've only played it the one time, but that might be a good one. Yeah. Yeah. Jackbox isn't free? Okay, the thing with Jackbox, only one person has to have that, and since I have Jackbox games already, that is free for denizens, right? I don't want it to be like... I don't want people to be like, oh, I wanna hang out in games, and then, oh, there's an admission fee, right? Am I a fan of Borderlands? Borderlands 2.
5 business minutes time to play from the beach on the island.
Wait, what? Hold on, Nit. You're unhappy with just throwing fish at me now? I'm sorry, what? But also thank you for the snacks. I do very much appreciate that. Do I offer art critiques? I can do art critiques. I have to be careful if I actually do an art critique. If it's like you personally made something and would like some tips, I can absolutely do that. If you want me to go on a rant about like somebody else's work, I will most likely keep that to myself. But yeah, Borderlands 2 is one of my favorite games. It's just really good, isn't it? But yeah, I'm absolutely up for giving art critiques, but art critiques are hard to give. At least for me. I have a penchant for doing too many, right? But yeah, I would be up for... Why Borderlands 2 specifically? I've played a bit of... I played a bit of 1, and it was not as good as 2, right? 2 is actually the first Borderlands game that I played. I haven't played any of the other ones, but like, Stop. But there's certain games.
Make a new layer.
No, we're not there. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Listen. No new layer for you. We're not on off screen yet. But no, Borderlands 2 was just a fun game, right? I've played a lot of that. Portal 2, I think, is another one of the favorites. Just because I think it's Portal 2. Yeah, Portal 2. Just because there's like the most like the best aha moment in the game. It's so good. Man, BioShock's pretty good too, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, so here's the thing. If Oh, a gift. Aw,
I love it.
Rayster, oh my goodness.
It's
Thank
the
you very much.
fluffiest, loveliest Kawela Ann. She is still a villain though. Don't let her fool you, Alan Stare.
Okay, listen, first off, thank you very much for subscription. I do very much appreciate that. But also, what do you mean? Who is this Koala? No, that's not my name. Also, I'm not a villain anymore. Fine. You got me. I am fierce. Very fierce. There you go.
A gift.
Aw.
I love it.
Lumen, thank you very much. Seriously, thank you for subscription. I very much appreciate it. Okay, so circling back to conversation. We got two conversations happening right here. Let me go back to art critiques real quick. Okay, I do not give critiques unless they are asked for. So please feel free, like in the Discord, please feel free to post your art. It's a good habit. Like, I have heard tell that the burden of doing art is to share it with people, right? I'm very bad at actually sharing my art with people. So that's a thing. But yeah, getting in the habit of you sign your art, you put it out for people to see. It's like that's why it's made, right? Right?
Oh. Hello.
But yeah, I will not give critiques unless somebody specifically asks for it. If you just give a critique out of nowhere, like that's just rude, right? No, there's a proper way to give critiques, right? Imagine sharing your art with people. It's shocking. Well, no, listen. Part of the thing with art is like it's a communication method, right? You either want to make somebody laugh by getting hit on the head with a hammer, or you want to impart like an emotion that you were feeling, right? How do you make it into Isla but better, your art? Keep practicing, keep working on it. Honestly, like if people have said that suffering makes better art, it doesn't. So I could set up a critiques channel in the Discord if you would like critiques, and then we can do those in that manner. Yeah, like if this is a thing you guys are interested in.
Oh.
Like if you want art critiques, I can try that. What? No, listen. No, it's not. I'm building up my pain tolerance. It's different. Oh yeah, if you would see if people would like critiques. Let's start off setting up the critique channel for now, probably. just a little bit of stream violence. It's fine. Well, okay, so that's the thing. I with critique things that. Ow. If I were to give critiques, if you post in the channel, you'll have to understand that I'm not gonna have time to critique everybody's stuff, and some stuff like we'll have to play it by ear, but like we can try it, right? It's piano, not violins. You so right, Gumpy. Good for you. Yeah, so when I make the channel, we'll specify rule sets and expectations, just so that people don't put an art in there and then they're like, oh, why hasn't Isla replied? I worked so hard on this, right? That would make me very sad, right? You've done art before. Aw, so you draw art that makes you sad. Aw, no, I could see why that would be awkward. That would be awkward, yeah. You'll draw a line. One line will it be a perfectly straight line or like a curvy line? Did you know you could critique even a line if you wanted? You want Tim's opinion on art? Okay, I will set him up so you can request critiques from Tim. How about discussed on stream? I think that would be a good one. Thank you, Frost. Okay, as for games, let's see. Borderlands 3 and 4. There's also the pre-sequel. So there's like, I've played exactly one Borderlands game, and that's number 2. So I'm not an expert on Borderlands by any means, right? So like me critiquing anything about that, I don't think that's gonna be a thing. Yeah, shockingly. Listen, today we're gonna draw at least 3 lines. That's the goal. An art stream critique. I don't think we're quite to that point. I would say, yeah, we do in fact draw here. Yes. Maybe at some point we could get an art critique stream. Here's the thing about art critiques and what makes them difficult, though. Like I could pick apart an art and be very blunt and brutal about it, and that's not necessarily helpful. So like, honestly, doing like one little thing, pointing out one thing to improve on based on a picture is actually more helpful, I feel like. Like, too much all at once is not helpful, if that makes sense. Poll is up, excellent. So yeah, if you would like to have critique things, we can figure that out. Well, that's the thing. So I don't know if we're going to go for a stream critique. Let's start with a Discord critique area, and we'll see how that goes, right? Okay, very good. That's the thing. We're gonna have to figure out how it works, right? And with any critique, like there's, I don't know, it's one of those things. If people want to critique, they got to be ready for like hard lessons. I don't know if you guys are like me, but when I was a younger being doing art and trying to learn, I didn't take critiques all that well. It takes time to thicken the skin, right? So you're like, you can get a critique and be objective about it and not just feel like the person is, you know, this is okay. Listen, we'll contemplate, we'll figure it out, right? Nah, I don't think we need to add everyone. I think if they find it, that'll be there. I would assume a lot of people here in the stream are also in the Discord, and then if you are in the Discord, the poll for critique things, that will be in Discussed on Stremba. Okay, hold on.
Aww, I love it.
Oh no, thank
I
you.
have been a member of the cult of Isla for 15 months
What?
now. Such good memories. What a cute streamer, Would Snuggle.
The what? The what? No, we're not doing cult things. We have an art studio. See, we got even painting supplies set up here in the background. I'll finish the painting someday, probably, maybe. No, thank you very much for subscription. And also, how dare? What the heck? It is fierce. It's fierce. Thank you. Okay, hold on. Why is Zootopia being mentioned like 12 times today? Like came out with Zootopia 2 recently. Has anybody actually seen that? Is this like a new meme thing that I haven't come across yet? Listen, I know I've been working and I live under a rock, but like, is is it good? Okay. Okay, maybe I need to see it then. But yeah, it's weird. I listen, I have been doing my own little thing, and then all of a sudden Zootopia mentioned, and it's very unexpected, right? Why did they make a Zootopia 2? I don't know. So listen, they made a Moana 2. I haven't seen it, but like, how the heck are you gonna do more with that premise, right? I don't know. Anyway, listen, let's not Moana 2, why? That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Listen, the first one was very good, music was very good, right? Because of money, probably. Every movie had a sequel for... Yeah. I'm very curious what they do with Zootopia 2. Like, I'm very hesitant to watch it. Just because, like... Actually, there's, like, random Toy Story movies that I haven't watched either. Just because they had a very ending for Toy Story. And then they're like, we're making another one! And you're like... Why? Yeah, there's... So, okay, so I to the surprise of perhaps nobody, maybe, I'm a big fan of animation, and, like, animated movies are, like, my favorite genre, just because, like, art, right? I know that's shocking. So I usually try to keep... or I tried to watch animated movies, right? Like Spider-Verse movies, right up there with some of the best movies. The Last Wish, the Puss in Boots movie, very pretty, very good art. The way that they did motion and stuff, so good. Anyway, so like I'm a big fan of animation, and then the fact that I am like, I don't know if I want to watch this animated movie. It's weird, right? Puss in Boots: Last Wish is so good. Oh my gosh. Rewatched it again recently, and like, just the bad guy is unapologetically a bad guy. It's so funny. Is it a sequel? I don't remember, unless you mean like it's a spin-off from Shrek, or there was a different Puss in Boots movie. I haven't watched that one though. Honestly, like, there's another one. Okay. I don't know if I've watched that one. Wait, there's 3. Wait, hold on. The Last Wish is the 3rd movie? Wow. So anyway, I don't keep up with movies very well. Anyway, we were having a conversation about a thing, and then it went off somewhere. What were we talking about? Yum, 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 yum. Sequels, I think. Anyway, I like animated movies, but I haven't watched several, and I was hesitant because Zootopia 2, it's not gonna be Zootopia, right? Like, it can't be. They can't rehash the same, like, story beats and that kind of thing, right? but if you guys are saying Zootopia 2 is good, I might have a look. How many Shrek movies were there? There was the first one, which was the setup, the second one, which was meeting the parents, the third one was finding someone to rule the kingdom. Or was that 4? There was like the kid one where they had kids and he like went back in time, right? 5th one isn't out yet. Okay, yeah. I just, again, like, I don't know about the 5th one either. I saw the trailer for it and I'm just like, ew. Like, okay. Anyway. Christmas and Halloween specials don't count. I haven't seen any of those, yeah. The Zootopia Arby's comic? The what? No, I haven't seen that one. Oh, man. Yeah. Listen, wanting them to look older is fine. A lot of it is lighting choices, I feel like. And they kind of like smoothed out the characters weirdly. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, so that's speculation. We won't know until the movie comes out. Hopefully, maybe it will not be as unsettling and different from the original Shrek movies. We can hope. Anyway, okay. Mom. Lighting was more of an animation software thing. Deliberate choices could have been part of that as well. It looked like they were trying to do more Disney aesthetic lighting, but like in a weird way. I don't know. Have you never seen Shrek? Really? Is this what it feels like when people are like, oh, you haven't watched this in this movie? Listen, it's Shrek is wild. I would recommend. Okay? Like some of the movies are kind of weird, but like they're pretty solid. Would recommend all of them. Everything has been spoiled through memes. I mean, yeah, but you could still watch it though. First 2 are so good. Listen, the other ones, they do some interesting things. They're definitely not as good though. The one with the kid and the wizard, the memes do make it better. True. You know, I actually liked Rumpelstiltskin as like bad guy. From what I remember, it was not bad. Okay. Thank you for sharing. That sounds like a very cursed thing. Thank you for sharing. I will look at that later and possibly have eye bleach on hand. We'll see. Yeah, comedy is very hard to get right, especially in like the animation, I feel like. Wow. All right. So, speaking of art things, today we are going to be working on a thing. This is just I want to make something cool. I want to make some cool model art for myself. Just it's not fan art, but it's, you know, it'll be fine. It's just art, I guess. Am I allowed to make fan art of me? I don't know. That's why I asked. Cause like I make art, but if I draw my own model, does it count as a fan? I don't think it counts as fan art. I think it's just making art at this point. Absolutely, yeah. if you would like to do a fan, I need to. Okay, so there are some VTuber, like VTubers have made like a template of what is okay to draw and what isn't, that kind of thing. I should really make one of those just so people are like, okay, fan art, a go, and then but maybe avoid, I don't know, certain things. Yeah. Okay, so that should be on the thing. Okay. Other announcements. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so next month we are going to be participating with let's see, Tag the Otter set up charity event again this for this year. So next month we're going to be doing charity event. I don't do these too often. Yeah, not consuming illegal substances, that kind of thing. Like, it's mostly like extremes are not ideal, right? No, listen. Here's the thing. If I can get somebody to do an art by having them draw like a meme of me doing arson, right? I wouldn't never do that, right? But like it gets people to draw, right? Would I hand art that I do to my mother? No, I would not.
Make a new layer. Do it.
No, hold on. We're not. No.
Hey, Isla,
We're
you should
not.
save.
We're not to the art screen yet.
Gamble champ, hello there. Glad you could make it today.
Oh, are you gonna do a draw? Are you gonna draw an arson? I dare you. Do it. I dare you. Do a draw. Do it. But yeah, okay, so for anybody who does not know, right, I draw very spicy art sometimes, like this game right here. My game that I made with some very fabulous beans right there. Right? I would not hand that to my mother. The momla does know that I draw spicy art. She doesn't want to see it. I'm pretty sure. Like no, pretty sure. So like she knows, but she's not seeing. There's a difference, right? Oh, are you guys gonna draw with me? Oh yeah, let's go. Bet, let's do. All right, perfect. Please don't draw me consuming enriched uranium. Listen, that would be so many questions. It'd be a little weird. I don't particularly want to glow in the dark or, be destroyed from the inside out. But the glow? Listen, just draw me eating glow sticks or something, right? It's much more cost effective anyway. What about eating? Oh no! Oh no! Then we'd never escape the lie that is the rock candy. No, these are rocks. But also, like, listen. If it gets you to draw something, do it. I dare you. I'm so curious. I feel like I have just set up like so many fan arts that I'm gonna be like, why? You know what? Do it. I dare you. Go forth. Draw the thing. Do it. Alright, let's swap over to art screen. Let me go sit over here. And then... Wow. Such quiet musics. What happened? Is it between songs? Okay, I think it's between songs. That's fine. Alright, so I had... Am I EP already? No, I think it's just, like, talking a lot when I'm not super used to it. Normally I don't talk to myself that many, right? You gotta do, like, breathing exercises before streaming, right? Factory builder kick? Wah. All of the delicious looking rocks going down the conveyor belt. Listen, Mock. If you wanna make a fan art of it, do it. I dare you. I dare you. Listen, I know it's an in-joke that the mods are like chained to a radiator in the basement or something, but listen, that is not how this works on my stream, okay? Here in the den, mods are free range, okay? They're allowed to come and go as they choose. They feed themselves. That is not my responsibility. I do not accept this responsibility. Go about your merry way. Go eat a food if you need one. Okay, so I have this thing, so I have this sketch that I made, and I'm wondering if I need to edit the composition a bit, just because it doesn't quite have it yet, if you know what I mean. Let me actually open up an example of what I mean, because last year we did some very cool pictures. This one. So, this picture, this one in particular, is one that I'm like, yeah, I want to make like something cool like this, but like for me. So my thinking is, how do I do something like this, but for me, right? The earrings are not blueberry. Oh, they're banana flavored? That's crazy. Wow. Oh. I see what you did there. Hold on. The music's very loud now. There we go. Wait, is there a Jacqueline hanging around? Wait, has Jackie? Hold on. Did Jackie pop up in chat? Oh, she did. Oh, hello, Jackie. Am I winning at art? I mean, I haven't drawn a single line yet, so no. Hey, homie, how's it going? Oh, true. A new... Okay, the problem is that the old art is like a meme, right? How to redo the art. I should probably do that at some point. Doing pretty good. Trying to contemplate art today. I feel like I need to sit about right here. There we go. This feels more normal. There we go. Okay. But yeah, okay. So we gotta figure out a few things. First off, this picture, whilst nice, like this pretty solid, right? But for like a big wallpaper size thing, I don't think it quite works. So now I'm wondering if I need to change the format or if I need to change the pose so that we need more whoosh. That's like a technical term. We need more whoosh. I was thinking something with like water and then fish. But I also want like a cool tattoo on the arm. So I'm trying to... So if we have... keep the face like this, then like have one arm, maybe a little bit of foreshortening, right? I'm actually wondering if we need the lightning bang to like flip out a little bit more. How to make this a little bit more like interesting shaped. That's also a question that we have to ask ourselves. And then at the same time we could also like make character look in a slightly different direction. See, this is the thing. I drew like the initial sketch, but it doesn't do everything I want it to. So now we're kind of like, can we take the idea and like completely change it but keep the general like idea? And I think we probably can. We could even like force some perspective. Like this. This is actually works pretty good. So we're basically, if we look at this, we're basically enforcing like perspective or exaggerating the perspective like this. If that makes sense. I think what we'd want to do, if we're going to do a pose like this, if it was raining, I feel like rain would be a good one.
Isla, make a new layer. Do it.
Okay. Yes, listen, we're on the art screen. Here you go. Layer number 6. This one's for you. There you go. I think what really makes this work though is character is like very much the central focus. We have a lot of stuff like making you look at her face, but then she's like staring at the audience, right? So like that's very impactful. So I'm trying to think like, can we do both? And like this one, this kind of works because of the smug like looking at the camera, right? So then we have to ask ourselves how could we make this work better? That's the question. And how to not make the posture look super awkward. That's also a thing. Because I kind of like the face, and I kind of like the hand on the glasses. No, I drew this sketch before stream. Don't worry, you didn't miss it. No, we have been contemplating how to add more whoosh to the picture. Might be one of those I need to make her head a little bit smaller. But also... Yeah, the ears are how I pick up on Wi-Fi. Yeah. So the question is, if we have one hand touching the glasses to, like, you know, push the glasses up, which would be great if my model could do, but I cannot do that. It'd be really cool though, right? But if we have one hand pushing up the glasses, what is the other hand doing? How to make this feel more whoosh? Also, I feel like the head is really big. We're probably gonna have to make the heads a little smaller. Must eat some pride to make heads smaller. You know, if we flip this the other way, then we could have our lightning bang going out like this. You know, enhance the whoosh. Again, this is a very technical term, right? You've never had lion before? I mean, neither have I, really. Most carnivorous creatures are not actually very good eating, surprisingly. The whole you are what you eat thing does not apply. They eat delicious creature, they do not become delicious. And the gesture of this hand is actually very, very nice. I like that quite a lot. Interesting, interesting. Okay, we still gotta figure out what to do with this hand. It's just kind of chilling in space. Not really a fan. How to make something interesting happen with the hand? That's the question. The ghost style. This was the original idea, the original sketch, and it kind of works, but it doesn't really work. So I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to make it better. Okay, so I'm thinking hair is down, probably would be a good one. Yeah, so storm, we're gonna have some fish, we're gonna have some storm. That's gonna be the stratagem. Is there a ref sheet? No there's not yet. I need to put one together. flip the arms. Actually, holding it like a drawing thing, that's actually very smart. All brain cells engaged. Listen, I've only got the 2, so like... Okay, let me try one more thing. Hold on. Okay, so let's see. I draw with my right arm. Okay, tell you what. I will... Okay, here. Grab a reference pic. Here you go. I'll even stand over here so you can see the full model, right? Got it? Screenshot, right? Got it? Reference get? Toes for free? No, it's not. There you go. No, listen. I need to make a proper reference, so like you can have that in the meantime, right? Whoa, now there's 2 of them. That's crazy. Okay, so I really want to keep this gesture for this arm, but that might not work the way that I want it to. So if we were to let's just make an absolute mess out of all of our layers, shall we? Like angrily holding like a drawing implement like this, and then all of the things kind of form around that. That would be pretty cool. That would be very what's the word?
Make a new layer. Do it.
Aw, thank you. Trying to help me out with my mess of layers. Wonderful. Layer number 9 just for you. We could do like a big contemplate. Honestly, that would work pretty well. And then if we have like fishes swimming out of this is like a throwback to the magician break screen. I actually like this quite a lot. We can have water, maybe some light toning. Yeah, I think this will work real well. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Listen, it is break time, so let me take a... Miss the magic? Aw. Whoosh, we gotta do a whoosh, yeah. But yeah, post in Discord, I will check whilst we are on break, okay? What degree of violence with the storm? We'll find out. It'll depend on how things shake out. But we're still kind of in the planning stages. So, anyway, for now, it is break time. Everybody, please enjoy break screen, and I'll be right back. Alright. Let us continue, shall we? Alright, so I got a suggestion in the Discord. However, the more I look at this, the more I'm like, you know what? I think this works very, very well. Okay, let's do some detailing work, shall we? We're going to put this in a folder so that I can actually find things later. I'm gonna throw all of this in a different folder. We don't need it there anymore. I do like this a lot. Here's the thing though. The having the drawing implement and like listen, we all helped with the idea, right? And now something clicked. Something clicked. So we're gonna pursue this and see what we can do, yeah? Alright, first order of business. Fixing some anatomy things, right? It's like we have interesting, let's see. What's going on with the ribs? Let's see. I think this is like leaned back more than anything. So we'll keep that in mind. Then we're going to have the neck. Let's see. The head should only be about that big. It's not a very big face, but I think we can work with that. So I did some doodling over the weekend, and I've kind of figured out something that I think I had already figured out, or I guess I relearned something. So like, there's a lot of artists that I admire, and it's one of the things that I found is very common between them is that they have a very round face shape, so that they can do some very interesting dynamic angles with the face. That's Knit, how dare. No. So anyway, I think what we're gonna do is we are going to have smug expression, obviously. We're gonna have that, and then how to have like want to have thinking expression, smug look, probably showing off the fangs a little bit, very important. I do want to try to make this actually look like, you have cloud friend? What do you mean? Like, we're definitely drawing some storm elements. That's definitely going to be a thing that's in this picture. Should probably draw the eyebrows a little higher up on the face. That is okay. Well, the eyes. Okay, listen. This is a sketch. The eyes are not perfectly perfect for now. It's fine. Okay, moving on. Let's just draw the glasses because the face looks weird without those. And if I draw the sketch now, maybe I won't forget later. Right? Okay, it doesn't look like the eyes are pointed in quite the right direction. Okay, to look at the viewer of the picture, that's just some crazy eyes right there. I don't really have crazy eyes for this model. My chibi, I can have crazy eyes. Okay, so now the question is how to have a cool hand gesture for this one with the gotta have the drawing pen, right? What videos did I watch to teach me this style? Honestly, that's a very good question. So, my art
make
style.
a new layer. Do it.
Okay, here you go. There it is, layer 12. My art style is kind of an amalgamation of clamp and comic book art, and the way that I do coloring is very influenced by KNKL, and also I watched a tutorial recently. I will have to find it again. The wide panel thing that I picked up? Okay. There's actually a very good tutorial about this type of thing, or like for this. I think I should be able to find that again. Maybe. This is not quite as wide as the, what size is this? Hold on. Canvas size? What is the ratio? Hold on. I don't know ratio. Hold on. We'd probably have to open the original. Anyway, figure that out later. But this is not quite as wide. We could probably make this a little bit bigger, just so we have the maximum amount of whoosh available. Okay, so send me go into the arts tutorial of Discord and remind me to find tutorial, please. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that I will be able to find the tutorial. It's probably in my history somewhere. Yes, thank you. Okay, does this arm look weird? It looks a little bit weird. The hand gesture is not too bad, but then we gotta think, how do you draw? Okay, so how would this work? How would this look? Okay, so we have the arm, forearm. The thumb is like here. Do we want to have like a crazy long drawing implement? Maybe. Do we have the pinky out? This is not really how I draw, but we could do this, and then we would have a very interesting. That's just kind of an interesting shape overall, I feel like. Yep, kind of like that. Make it fancy. Stick the pinky out for maximum fancy. Okay, then what is going on with the upper arm? Does this arm go back in space? Because if so, you'd have like a little bit of foreshortening like that. Does that make sense? How would that work? What would we be doing? Do we like this arm? I'm wiggling my arm IRL because I'm trying to figure out how this pose would work. It's kind of awkward. Like, people don't really do that, but like for maximum whoosh, maybe? Maybe. It's not really normal human positioning, I would say. Listen, sometimes you gotta wiggle to feel how the muscles move, and that helps you to figure out how to draw them. There's your pro tip for today. There you go. But then I'm looking at this, and I'm just like, this kind of works, and I do like it. But then we slapped this upper arm on here, and now it doesn't work as well. Why? And then I'm looking at this, and like overall, like the feel of this, how to. Okay, so if you do like, okay, how many people have seen the Death Note where he's writing in a book, and then he like super dramatic and like flicks his pen like this way, and then he eats a chip, right? But it's like the super dynamic flick like this way, right? Right? Like that's the type of feel, right? It's got to be like the just drew a thing and you did a big old long line this way, so it's got to feel like that, right? And like, so this hand kind of feels a little bit more like that. This hand, whilst like it's pretty good, but it doesn't have the right feel, you know? Right? Man, it's been a long time since I've watched the anime for that, but yeah, it doesn't quite have the feel. So I'm like, how to have this feel? Let's copy this layer, and then we're going to erase all of this. It's all in the glasses layer. Okay, well, I guess we needed to erase all of that anyway. So wait, does that mean I have 2 copies of the glasses? Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, choices were made. Okay, let's make sure that... Nope, that's too many. That's too many erasers. Also, that looks weird. Okay, we've got the belt, we've got the shirt, we need to have the collar. I have a lot of stuff, like, around the neck for my character is very busy. Let's see if we can do... Let's see, this is the shirt. Okay. Let's see. A little bit more thickness. Okay, so elbow needs to be somewhere around here. You can tell because the belly button is like here. We also have this elbow, so like elbow will end up somewhere around there. Then actually this arm needs to be a little bit different-y, but we have basically the size of the forearm right there. So then if we want to make the arm going away from the viewer, Man, are we not gonna have like a super whooshy hand? Does that not work? Sketches are better than any final product? Yes and no. So the thing with sketches is you have the maximum amount of potential that could happen with any finished art piece. Okay, it is such an annoying thing that the sketch will always have more life, more potential, and the more you refine stuff, the more stiff it's gonna get. It's so insufferable, right? But it's a thing. It happens. It's okay. But yeah, you are correct. The sketches always have like something that a finished thing doesn't. Man, trying to add all of the dynamicism to just like, honestly, as a manga can be some of the best like art. That was my first art love, right? So good. Like I'm a very big fan of the stark black and white, like Trigon comic book art before it is colored is some of the most impactful art, but it's black and white, so people want colors, right? Average out the best possible result of line choice. Kinda, yeah. It's like, again, the potential of, oh man, this could be so good, right? If only this. Palette didn't work in color. Yeah, sometimes, like, okay, with comic, okay, we're going off on a tangent because comic book art is fascinating. So you have like your noir comic dude, right? You quickly, like, you gotta have like the shadows and this and that, and then he's got his hat and you've got some broken lines. So you've already got your lighting baked in like this, right? Well, if you do like the super like noir lighting where half of his face is in shadow because you're really trying to draw attention to like his very angry like expression, right? How do you color that? This is not how like coloring works. So it always looks weird when you start adding color to like this type of thing. It looks great in black and white though, right? Listen, when I default draw comic book type things, it's always like noir detective. Why? I don't know. Yeah, all of this is like in shadow, and like you can leave tiny little gaps in lines. Yeah. Oh, noir. Silhouette, yeah. Noirla. Now that's an idea. Noir. Oh man, noir is so stylish. It's so good. Like, again, it's the contrast. You have nothing but contrast with like this art style. It's so good. But like, how do you color this? Like, you can't, right? It's all like, it's supposed to be black and white. That's where the impact is. If you start adding colors, you're actually reducing the amount of contrast. It's weird. Should I just draw like the ears through the hat?
Let's make something beautiful together.
Oh. Booty got me reading the Bible? Love the name. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, new denizen. There we go. So this is Noirla. We got the the bun, the hair bun, right? We could have the needle. The super like grizzled chin, super chiseled jawline, right? Yeah, so like you can add color, but the thing is, like, the stark black and white is like the maximum amount of contrast that you can have. If you start adding color, it's very hard to maintain the same feel, right? Again, maximum contrast. We have a 5 o'clock shadow, right? Anyway, yeah, Sin City. That's another one where it's all contrast. The black and the white. Okay, so I think this works pretty good. Let's see. So then we could have, let's see, have all of the whoosh starting from there. That would be very good, because then we could have stuff contour like this.
Hello, hello.
Oh, we could have some very interesting shading. Oh, no, this will be perfect. Okay, no, we got it. And then. Okay, no, I like that. I like that. Need to take breaks for art projects? That's wise. Please make sure not to hurt yourself when you're drawing. Also, contemplate if you need to change your setup, because like repetitive strain injuries are not good, right? Check your posture and like ergonomics. It is absolutely worth investing in making sure that your ergonomics are good for your body. But yeah, breaks and ergonomics, very important.
Hey, Isla, you should save.
You know, I probably should save, actually. We were just about to draw the hair. Alright, saving. We also got a stretching and hydrating redeem. Also, frostbite. Hello there. Glad you could make it today. Painting minis? Oh, man. That one, I don't know how you
hello.
make that easier on your body. Like, they have those little... Okay, I need a new file. Hold on. So they have like, you have your little mini, right? Here's your little guy, right? They have like these things that, what do they look like? They like clamp onto the thing, and then there's like a stick, so you don't have to awkwardly like pinch hold the base. But like, I don't know what this is called. But it still doesn't help with, you gotta be like, you gotta like squint at the minis, and then you paint like right here. Yeah, podium, is that what it's called? I don't know. I've seen this. I have built a few like Gunpla kits, and like I tried painting one with acrylics and it super didn't go well. I need to primer them probably, but like yeah, it's like a little thing that just gives you a handle, like a better gripping surface for your thing. You might have one of these. You probably don't need me giving half-baked advice, but hold it by the base, right? Okay, still need to do stretching and hydrating. Hold on.
Oh my.
Oh.
The studio is ready for now.
Oh, we got raiders. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Purple lemon? Wait, the purple lemon? Do you know the blue kiwi? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. Hello, it's me, Isla. We are doing art today. How is Stremb? Oh, you guys are doing art too? You want to pay the art tax? Can we see the art? But yeah, if you got a raid and run, make sure to take care of yourselves. If you want to hang around, share some art that you were working on, perhaps. Blue kiwi, the bird or the fruit? I don't know. But yeah, thank you again for the raid. Was doing a commission? Oh heck yeah. Alright, mods, if we can get permissions to Purple Lemon so that they can post a link, that would be amazing. And let us know when you're ready, okay? But yeah, welcome. I don't have a spiel for raiders. I probably should. So let's try this. Hello, it's me, Isla. Welcome to Studio Now and Then. We are definitely not a villain anymore. So now we just run art studio. There we go. Also, sketchy smoochables. Honestly, that sounds like winning. And Purple Lemons, thank you guys very much for the follow. Welcome in, you Discord.
It's fine.
Your
I guess
denizens of words. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, go ahead. Post the link. Let's see it. Welcome, Raiders. Glad we could draw you in. You're brilliant. You win today's stream. Tyrantherus. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's take a look at the art. Hold on. Wah. Click. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Oh, the floof. The hunts. Yo, let's go. I do like kitsunes. Very nice, very good. Also, what is this little jelly cat thing? That's adorable. Oh my goodness. This is so good. I love it. Beautiful. Absolutely phenomenal work. Thank you very much for sharing. Again, if you got a raid and run, please make sure to take care of yourself, okay? But yeah, we're just doodling. I'm trying to draw hair on my well, I'm drawing my model. Can you see the resemblance? But I keep getting distracted and not drawing hair. So that's a thing. I'm not gonna be bald though. Like, we're not gonna finish this without the hair. The hair is integral. Okay, so let's see here. I would still like to have more of like a whoosh for this part. Okay, so how to add more gesture to, how do you even hold a pin and make it look cool? Do we need to like okay, so if the wrist is there, can we, I think it's just because all of this would need to be in perspective. Is that the problem? Does that work better? That might work a little better. The ears aren't big enough? You right, probably. It's a guilty werewolf? What are you guilty of today? I think this werewolf is guilty of... You drank a glass of milk today. Confess to your guilt. Also, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in. Immi, Isla, welcome, raiders. It seems we have drawn you in. There we go. Well, I'll have to workshop it. That was a very awkward delivery. It's fine. But yeah, guilty. Thank you very much for the raid. Would you like to pay the art tax? The milk in your fridge was expired? Oh no, so you had expired milk? That's even worse. But yeah, thank you very much for the raid. Listen, if you got a raid around, please make sure to take care of yourselves. If not, we're just hanging out and doodling today. I'm trying to figure out art. Jackie, no. But yeah, do you want to share link to art? That will save the art tax. Yes, I will allow it. Thank you. Okay. Do we like this or do we like this? I feel like the upward movement is kind of better. Okay, let's copy this layer, then let's erase the hand. That'll work. Okay, so now how to make the hair extra whooshy. Okay, hold on. Wow, new bot things are doing bot things. Hold on, what is this? This is a new thing, Twitch. What are you doing? No, hold on. What are you doing? Moderation patterns. Interesting. Yeah, I think that's totally fine. Listen, we do have, if you hit ! Discord, we do have a Discord for stream related things. Yeah, there you go. Heck yeah, nice work. I'll take a look at that later. Alright, let's see. I think we want the hair to be going like this way. How to make it look like a lightning bolt, but also make it look a little bit whooshy? That's the question. Is it too long? Am I helping? Okay, excellent. Okay, I think that kind of works. We might have some weird tangents happening between the collar and the hair. We're gonna have to sort that out probably. Probably the easiest way to sort that out would actually be to make the... let's grab the head and neck and this hand and all of this hair, and we're just gonna... We're just gonna elongate that a little bit. And then glasses. Glasses need to move up with the rest of the face. Very important. Okay, now we have space for that. We need to make... That actually works a lot better, because the forearm looked a little weird and short, but now it's a little bit better. There we go. Hair needed to cover the base of the hair? Okay, what do you mean? Like where the ears go? would you like a quick tutorial on like cat girl and fox girl like ear? The base of the ears? Okay. I should ask before I just go off on a tangent about doing tutorializing. Probably. Okay, hold on. Let's see. So if this is... Okay, character's kind of leaning back a little bit. This color does not work at all. We need this to be a little bit more flat. Does that look weird though? That looks a little bit weird. Okay, so now the question is how to... How to... Have I ever actually drawn my model with the hair down? Not really? What does it actually look like? I mean, I've drawn it in a braid. Also, I feel like the mouth is a little too low now. Kind of tweak that a little bit. Isla, make a new layer. Do it. I could not. I could just not make a new layer. But I will. Here you go. Layer number 15. There you go. Okay, I will check the Discord here in a bit. We've got another break in like 20 minutes. It's pretty good. Okay, so if I were to, let's actually turn off those layers. Let's lower the opacity on this layer, and then let's draw some hair shapes because I'm not really super happy with this one. So how to make this work a little better? So if we have we have a lot of like whoosh going this way, right? So I feel like we need to have the hair also kind of doing something like that. Does that work though? Does that work though? No, thank you. It's coming along. We just gotta contemplate how we want to do certain things. I'm actually kind of curious if we were to change this up just a little bit. Would this work better, or would it be more awkward? Okay, I could see this working fairly well. So this is the hair going like that way, right? Hum yum mum. So that's definitely an option. If we want this to go this way, though... Do I need to... just make this a little bit more... yum, yum, yum. Faces are very difficult, yes. Well, the thing about faces, right? Why it's difficult is because you stare at them a lot, right? And then if there's something that doesn't look right, you're like, oh no, why? Also, drawing a face looking directly at you is one of the weirdest things to draw. It's like step one, but it's also super weird to do. If that helps. Basically, keep working at it. You'll get it. I believe. I believe. Do we like this or do we like this one? I kind of think I like this one better. My reasoning for that... So, we basically have our focal point, which is going to be this, and we basically have the hair is adding to that, and then we're actually going to have a lot of things kind of pointing at this. So this is kind of the focal point, and really, it kind of works. And then the secondary focal point, you look... You're gonna look here first, and then to the face. That's basically how that's gonna go. Okay, so with that... Oh, wait, can we actually keep our... This lightning tendril? Can I combine the both of them? Would that work? Or would that look weird? Let's find out. I think we're gonna make this chunklet a little bit smaller though. Probably I don't need to be drawing with a friendly pink color anymore. You know, something that I have been wondering for myself. So, okay, hold on. So we have our lightning bang. If we were to draw like the underside of it, would this basically just twist around like curly hair? I mean, that would kind of make sense, right? Actually, I think that's exactly what we need to do with the hair. Alright, let's try this one more time. Okay, so here is the forehead line. We want... Okay, how to do this? We have the hair going out like this. That's a kind of a fun shape. I'll take that. Yeah. Okay, so now the question is, we've got that. I like that. What about? We have a lot of little spiky bits. Okay, we got a stretch and a hydrate. All right. Ah. 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 Faces are overrated. You think so? Honestly, if the struggle is real with the face, trying something else, very helpful. Okay, so now we need to ask ourselves if... Does the face shape work? Do I need to see the chin? Do we have too many little hair tendrils? Are we losing information that we need for the face shape? That is the question. That looks a little weird. Okay. Something kind of like that would be good. A few little tendrils. Like this. Okay, what is the actual shape of the rest of this hair? What is that doing? That's the question. Do we need... Probably need like a solid top of the head part, and then just have hair. Like that. That will be fine. This ear looks weird. Why does this ear look weird? Well, that is because it is not really connected to the head properly, isn't it? Ah, we don't even have the bangs in the right spot. How curious. Oh, you did an odd? Yo, let's go! Eerie if the ears are not in the right spot. True, very true. I hear the problem though. We can fix it. Yo, let's go. I got so many cool things to look at when we go on break. Heck yes. I'm looking forward to it. That's awesome. You did a whole art. Love it. Not sure that I like the bangs. things that we have. Like lightning bolt looks fine. A little bit more detailed, has kind of a 3D shape. The rest of the hair though, okay, how to fix? How to make these work? Hum yum yum yum, yum. I feel like we should not draw that. Okay, but then how to draw the bangs? What do we want to do here? Actual factual pixel art? Heck yeah. Oh man, pixel art is very fun, is also very challenging, but it's very fun. Good luck, I believe. But yeah, have fun with it. It's so good. So is this like animations and stuff as well, or just like drawing cool stuff with pixels? I guess if you're doing sprite work. Little animations, heck yeah. Do we like, okay, I really want to have like a little chunk of like, lightening. So my little Smola, the chibi model, has like very interesting like hair, and I'm like, hey, I kind of like that. So I'm like, I should include that in the big model, probably. Honestly, I kind of like all of this. All of that works really, really good, I'm thinking. Yeah, no, I think we got it. Denizens, I think we got it. There it is. The sketch. Wow. I mean, aside from like whatever this is, we don't quite need that. You can make tokens for D&D? Heck yeah. So many applications. All right, let's save this. Let's take a quick break. I'm going to check the Discord for things. Everybody, please enjoy break screen. We will probably keep working on refining the line work.
Nom nom. A bit of a snack.
I see the fiercest and cutest Tyler yet again being a skilled artist. Here have some bits for being awesome. D-Sphinx nice.
Okay, first off, it's just fierce. No C word whatsoever, but also Sea Lily. Thank you very much for the fish. I try.
Oh.
Fine.
Fine. It's fine.
Oh, come on!
Yes, I am cute.
It's fierce, and also it's break time. I'm leaving. Let us continue, shall we? Wah. Ah. Okay. Hello. We return. Hello again, everybody. It's me, Isla. Let's keep drawing the thing. Shall we? I smell scuff. No, it's not that bad, Squeeshla. Don't worry about it. Okay, so at this point in time, what do we need to do to make this more finished, more set up? Okay, well, I think at this point we got to figure out all of the background whooshy stuff. I think that would be very good. So, how to have, let's see, we want I want to have some storm type stuff, and we also want to have like fish and water. It's very important, right? So then how to make that work? Okay, so we could have like cloud stuffs, right? Oh, hello, kitty. What you doing? Okay, we might have a forced break after we've had a break. Felix is eyeing my cords.
Oh.
And now he walked away. Okay, never mind. Also, so my Twitch chat is not updating properly. Hold please. Something might be freaking out. Okay, there we go. Now it's updated. We back. Hello. Yeah, Felix popped in for like 1 minute, got a head pat, and then left. So he has decided that the cables are too well guarded at this time. Okay, so that's kind of an interesting at this time. Yeah, too well guarded at this time. So this is kind of an interesting. I don't know if you are seeing what I am seeing, but we have like this bit that's like flat, dark, like the underside of, you know, the underside of clouds, and then we could have the bright pots right there. I think that would be very cool. So we can have that. How to include, oh, he's back. Hello, kitty. What you doing? You coming for my cords? How many bite marks do cables have? Not that many, honestly. Like, he's pretty obvious when he's going for my cables. The denizen say hello, Felix. Do you have anything to say to the people? He is... He's going for the cables. Okay. Got my eye on you, sir. Hum yum hum hum. Uninterested in dialogue, only chaos, right? He does like to... Okay, let me just sneak my hand in right there, and then... Okay, my cable should be fine, probably. Just wants a little bit of electronics. You've already got a face? Alright. Listen, draw it again. Just try. Just try, why not? Okay, we also want... some water. Let's see. How to draw a cool... like wave? Do I like this? I don't know that I like this. Maybe. Because we also want to draw some fish. So we gotta figure out... You know, we don't actually have like a foreground item. Did you hear him purr? He's very quiet. I don't know if you can hear him. Oh, you heard it? Yeah, let's go. You're famous on the internet, Felix. Don't eat that. Okay. Only for a moment. Listen, that's fine. Okay, I think I've got to figure it out. Let's see. We're gonna have one wave like here, and that will be like foreground. We'll have some like water splashing. We can have like a little bit of transparency through here, right? But essentially we're gonna have the water also covering a little bit of the hair. We can have some fish going all through there, but the key is to have like basically paths, and like we're gonna have these circle textures that are going to be repeating. So we have like a pattern of a texture that goes throughout the picture. That's important. And then we have this blank spot right here. What do we want to do with that? How to fill? Let me take a look at this. What did I do? It's very abstract. We've got like flower petals, but we're gonna use like fish and water droplets for that. But we definitely have a very strong like foreground. What even is this? Who knows? But we're gonna figure it out. Cute. Cats are just adorable. I don't know how they do it, frankly. Alright, he has decided to take off. I think part of the problem might be that we have this complicated like S-curve thing going on here, and I don't know if I like that. You know, that's kind of an interesting shape. Maybe we could work with... I think we could work with that, actually. Okay, so, final thing to contemplate. Can we have some lightning going on in this picture? Oh yeah, I think we can make this work. I think this will work very, very well, actually. Okay, how about fish? What are we gonna do with fish? Let me turn down the opacity there so we can actually see what we're drawing. What kind of fish do we want to draw? We've got 3. I also have 3. Which is kind of a lot. That's a lot of cats. I don't have enough limbs to... pufferfish. I mean, we could do pufferfish. We should have a pufferfish. Catfish? Koi fishes? Those are very pretty. We gotta make them, like, whooshy. I keep using this word. What do I mean by that? Implying motion, even though it is a stationary drawing, I think would be how I would describe that. Sad lack of pufferfish noises. Yeah. Hey, at least there's... Actually, hold on. Where is the golden pufferfish? I forget where I put that. Does anybody have access to that? I think that was like an emote. Was that like tier 2? Okay, so that's kind of like a silly emote thing. One that I don't particularly expect people to have. Aw, yeah, that's okay. Listen. First rule, you guys gotta take care of yourselves first, right? It was very much a meme, though. Pretty sure that's... Did we do a vote on it? I'm trying to remember. Okay, we're gonna put the puffer fish. He's gonna be right here. He's just a little guy. We need to.
Welcome in. Let's make
Oh.
something beautiful. Hey, Isla, you should save.
You know, I probably should save. Solid choice. Saving. Okay. Also, Demon Time Unknown. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in, new denizen.
Isla,
Alright.
make a new layer. Do it.
I mean, okay, I don't need this. Don't need that. Okay, new layer, here you go. Layer number 19, that's just for you. What do you mean this swoosh of torment? No, it's not torment, he's fine, relax. Okay, all of the layers that we have turned on, I need to group them together a little bit better. I'm gonna throw all those layers over there. We basically need to let's hide those for the moment. We need to actually erase chunklets of this, some of these whoosh lines, because we're not using those, but we do need this base sketch. Okay, so now we have kind of an idea what we've got, but we have a bit of an issue. I would really like to move the character to fill in some of this blank space here, but if we do that, that's gonna change where the drawing pen is. But I kind of think we do need to move that over a little bit. So this one, this one, this one. Okay, let's say we move these over a little bit, right? So if we do that, how to make this work with this? Because it's not quite the same. Like we're definitely filling in a little bit of the gap, but we've still got quite a lot of empty space. They try to not be out of water. That's not a lot of water per fish. There's gonna be like a huge stream of water. They will be fine. Probably. No. They'll be fine. Definitely, probably. It's magic water. There you go. That makes you feel old? Which one? Man, it's been a while. Like, we have some sound effect things, but we've stopped using the blurb. More often than not, stuff on the blurb, the sound effect thing would just have all of the copyright strikes. There's some way to like set up audio so that it doesn't get recorded to the like the VOD. That's the technical term. There we go. Art attack? I mean, there's a few other reasons why we turned it off, but that was a big one. The fish adapt to the current circumstances. Exactly, exactly. It's one of those, oh my gosh, so for anybody who doesn't stream, streaming is wild because once you start digging into how to do stuff, you're like, oh hey, there's a bajillion other ways to do things, and like there's so many little things that you can do to like add more polish and like interesting stuff to streams. It's like the more you know, the more you don't know, and the more, and they keep changing stuff, like improving it, right? But they keep changing stuff, so you're like, oh, well, I should update this. So it's like a constant fiddling with settings and buttons, and you're like, oh, but if I want to do this, how do I do this? And then you gotta look it up and then figure out how to do the thing. I'm pretty sure a certain goddess that does not gatekeep probably has set up a tutorial for that. I'm pretty sure she's done that already. I should check the YouTube. One thing becomes 50 extra things you could do. Yes, exactly. Also, since we're talking about Dee and the tutorials she makes, can we actually get a shout out for Dee? Anybody who is watching, if you are curious about how to do stream stuff, the homie Dee the Sphinx actually makes like a tutorial every Friday, does it live, and then posts actually edited tutorials on the YouTube. It's very good. It's very good. Please check out this homie. She's very cool bean. Very good at the singing. Will deny it to your face though, so like be prepared for that. But like super cool bean. Go look at her. Do it. Do it. There you go. Okay. Can we add some lightning? Because that would be kind of cool. How does lightning work? It just kind of, like, you don't actually have, like, perfectly flat clouds on the bottom. It just kind of look that way. But we could just have, like... maybe from off screen? And then... Listen, the leg thing, that is false. Now, if you're talking about arms, that's a different story entirely. Do we like the lightning? Does the lightning work? You know what we could do? Oh man, oh man, oh man. Listen. Okay, so first off, let's grab a layer. Let's grab a special ruler, parallel, and then I think we want the rain to go this way. So we just need to draw some little rain droplets, like so. And then let's hide that, and then we can just have I don't know how much rain we're gonna actually see, because this will probably all be behind character, but that'll be fine. But if we got some very interesting like movement happening. So the rain and the lightning, they're both pointing like very this way, which is very, very good. We like that. We've got like quite a lot of things pointing to the pen, and then we have lines that'll push the focus this way. And then if we actually add, okay, so if we add more like this to the hair, then we'll have a really good visual loop in this picture. Yeah. I'll have you know that I'm not cute. I'm very fierce and only fierce. Thank you. Fine. You got me. I am fierce. Bamboozled. There you go. Fierce.
Hobnob. A bit of a snack.
Isla is very fierce. Chat's cutometer is having false positive readings because of how fierce Isla is Tog noted.
Is that like the it just it breaks the scale, goes all the way over, just like a giant loop? I suppose that could be why there is an error. That would make sense, I suppose. Saber Lily, thank you very much for the fish snacks. I very much appreciate it. I will eat them later. Okay, yeah, we gotta figure out a better way to show the rain, but we're gonna keep that there. That'll be fine. We can make it blue. Actually, I want those back. Now we can make it blue. Okay, so how to? Man, this area still looks like really empty for some reason. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. It is 50-50. Okay, it is. Listen, if we added more voice lines to that redeem, you'd get a lot more variety. There'd be a lot more mystery as to oh, you know what we could add? It could be like one of those magic 8 balls. It could be check again later. That could be another option, right? And then we could add like a few more different voice lines to the redeem. Right? Right? You guys want more variety, right? Reply hazy, try again later. There you go. The Anonymous. I feel like explaining the Anonymous, the legend of the Anonymous. I don't know. It's one of those inside jokes from the long ago streams. I don't know if it would work nowadays. I mean, clearly streamers are just they're very serious, not cute. Yeah. Yep. That's got to be what it is. Definitely not that people that stream generally do not take compliments well. It's definitely not that. Do we like this? You know what I'm wondering, actually? What if we had leg? Just like a little bit of a leg. Would that be weird? Would that throw off everything, having leg? Yeah, that would be a little bit weird. Okay, but what about other leg? Can we do leg? Does that look weird though? Also, I think there's something weird with the rib cage. Whoop. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I have the neck. I have shoulders. Person is leaning back a little bit. I think we actually need to... Yeah, the hips are in the wrong spot. Oh, okay. Belt actually needs to be about here. Still got this. Squimps are fine. That's fine. Got the collar of the shirt. That works. So, like this, and then... Elegant. Hello, hello. You know, I'm actually kind of wondering if we could change the gesture of the hand a little bit. You know what would make this look a lot more smug? Okay, maybe the arm is also a little bit long, so that's kind of interesting. I think it works, though. Like, it didn't jump out at me as being particularly weird. But maybe we just make it a little bit shorter? How would you do a gesture like that? That would be like... If I was holding my drawing pen... That would go... It'd be kind of like this. And then... That doesn't quite have the has just finished drawing a line look to it, but it definitely has more of an... I don't know, that's more showing off sort of a gesture. So I don't know if that really works. What are we drawing? I'm making art of my model, but like whooshy. Do we like this? I don't know. That's kind of interesting. Look as we hold the cosmic powers in our hand kind of a thing. I don't have these powers, but like imagine if I did. You know, that's kind of what that would be. I kind of like it, and I kind of don't like it. Also, I think the head is too big again. Okay, so if the head is this big, and then, yeah, the head's way too big. Need to not do that. I could make infinite face. True. Welcome in.
Let's make something beautiful together.
Does Jay go to get? What are you getting, Jay? Also, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in, new denizen. Okay, hold on. Does this arm still work? I think so. Maybe the arm is a little thick, perhaps. Going to get the monies? Honestly, it's understandable. I wish you luck. Godspeed. Would it be a finisher move? Probably. The what? Magnus Botha, you what? No. Spreading lies already. I can't believe this. I can't believe you've done this. Do we like that better or do we not? Do we like this better? I think we like this better. Also, let's check the... Yeah, proportions look better like this as well. Alright, we gotta stretch and hydrate redeem. Okay. Ah, we lost tracking. That's how you know that the stretching is going well. You know, I'm pretty sure that's almost exactly the opposite of the rules, Campy. Yes, Phoenix, what you got? And a fish. Okay, so I think at this point we would need to do some actual factual line work. So we've got our effects and our effects. Let's put all those in the same layer. All right, let's do some line art, yeah? If I was to have a beam attack, would it charge between my ears? I mean, I feel like... Okay, listen. Okay, we gotta think about this scientifically, right? So the ears, they release the heat, the pressure, right? So like, if we do a beam attack of some sort, after we charge it up, then the steam comes out the ears. Okay, that's how that would work. You got your like Isla mech variation. The ears are actually vents. That's to get the excess heat out of the robot. Okay? Yeah. How does the actual like beam charge up? Now that's a good question actually. But I do know that this is where the steam would come out of there. Yeah. The robot, yeah. You think that the ears would be like a... Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Like you look sideways and the ears just like bend at a 90-degree angle and then they just like pew pew pew. Again, the Isla robot. It's so silly, but I kind of love it. Anyway. Alright, let's see. Let's throw all these in a folder. Make it all blue. And then... Let's see. Let's do some actual line art, yeah? Just open the mouth and just the, oh, what does that mean? That's a meme from the long ago. I forget. Laser beam from the mouth. It's always a solid choice, right? That is a wonkily looking finger. Why? No, let's not do that. Glasses would be the screen for the mech. True, true, true. You know, why don't mechs have glasses? I mean, I suppose for like, you know, the operations and, you know, not losing important sensory equipment, that would be a little bit silly to give them glasses. But like, imagine a mechs with, okay, Gurren Lagann, that's not quite the same as like vision glass. That's sunglasses. It's a subset, but it's not quite the same. You know? Would be too cute and stylish. Would cause the enemies to not fire upon the mech. Oh, have a good lurk. Thank you very much for joining us. It's gotta be a thick mech. Okay, this problem. Now I'm thinking about like a little robot girl or like a mech that has glasses. Just imagine. Okay, listen. You got the robot girl and she's got the glasses and you walk up to her and you're like, oh, why does a robot have glasses, right? And then she's like, well, it's because my you know, the technology for the sensors has improved and I can't get the upgrade module, so they fitted me with like the glasses upgrade pack, right? That's the only way I could see. But then she gets like bullied by the other like robots, right? Because she has to wear glasses to get all the sensory information. Is there a head in Armored Core 6 that has glasses? Really? So I would actually not be qualified to pilot a mech, not for mostly because the fur would get everywhere. I shed a lot, and I would probably gum up some like important electronical systems. Also, I'm very staticky. So like I would very much be disqualified. Also, don't trust me with a giant mech. That's a terrible idea. Made out of metal, not money, right? Exactly. Just imagine little robot who has to wear glasses. Why hasn't this been done before?
Hobnob. Give me a bit of a snack.
Maximum suspense. Thank you very much for the fish. I will eat them later. That'll be delicious.
It's free real estate.
What is? The fish? No, I don't think so. Oh, is it Konotomo? Hello, hello. Could you get a shout out for Konotomo, please? Water, lightning, who knows? You... Just one of those, perhaps. Okay, let's see here. Let's go with... I feel like I need to calibrate my pen pressure sensitivity. This is not exactly working the way that I think it should. So I have a different pen display. So like I'm still kind of getting used to it, and this pen something feels weird and I don't know why. Wow, I'm so curious why my denizens think that I am capable of such violence. Wow. I don't know if I have finally impressed upon you how like terrifying and fearsome I am, but like it's just very interesting to note, really. You've watched the Goblin cleanup stream? What? I mean, listen, it wasn't that bad. Probably. What's a little feeding your friends to the mimic between friends, you know? It's fine. It's clean. It's fast. Psychological warfare? Duskwing mechs in a lancer. Wait, is this... is that Mech Warrior? I have a lot of... let's call it third-hand knowledge of that. I don't think I have that right. Yeah, I don't know if it's the brush. Is it my pressure sensitivity? I'm gonna have to play around with that. Oh, so this little hand thing also does sound effects. This is called V-Hand. It is a game on Steam that just it's quite good. Go check it out. Why do I have three hands? Well, it's not really attached, as you can see. This is actually like a wizard's hand type deal. It's just to make drawing on the board a little bit easier. It's so that I can watch the class whilst we're in the studio. A mage hand, yes. But magic, yes, not anything else. Like, am I using the wrong brush? What is going on here? Why does this brush feel weird? Is it my pen pressure? Something weird is happening. I don't know why. I don't like it. Listen, the line art is critical. It's gotta be good. I mean, it doesn't have to be like perfect or anything, but like it's gotta be decent, right? Something kind of like that would be good. And am I just too zoomed in? Is this why this is being weird? Something is a little bit weird. Why is it like that? Probably this is a thing that it's probably fine, but there's something going on with the drawing that is a little odd, and I don't know why. I'm trying to figure it out, but it's... Is it break time? Oh, it is! Wow! How's... Wait, does that mean... Guys, we've drawn exactly like 3 lines today! Oh, wow. Okay, let me pause ads. I think we're gonna call it here. Where is my mouse? Hello? Okay, there it is. Pause. New record! No, I think this counts as 3 lines. I will say the hand, like this chunky line here, accidental, same with that one, but I kind of like it. It's pretty good. Just some weird stuff going on with pen pressures. I gotta look into that. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it here for today. Do I stream forever? I mean, we'll be back at it tomorrow if that counts. Yeah, 3 lines in 3 hours. I think we did real good today, honestly. I know it's shocking, isn't it, Squishla? Alright, everybody. Probably we'll work on this more tomorrow. Oh, wow, wow.
AHT.
Wait. Hoi. What? Well, hold on. TTS, why did it treat that like an acronym? I'm very confused. Also, Frost King, hello there. Glad you could make it today. I love make a new layer. Do it. Okay, here
Hey,
you go.
Isla, you should save.
Okay. Saving. There we go. I mean, I try. Anyway, let's go quickly back to chatting screen. There we go. All right, everybody. We'll call it here for today. I need to figure out what's going on with this. It feels weird. I gotta figure out why it feels weird. But yeah, we'll probably work on this more tomorrow, or we'll do something completely different. Who knows? But everybody, thank you very much for hanging out. Hope you have an excellent rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time, okay? Okay. Also, those of you here in the Twitch lands, stick around. We are going to raid a friendo. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Have an excellent rest of your day, etc. and so on. Okay, bye.